The portal fantasy is typically a gateway to whimsical discovery or heroic destiny, but in the calculated hands of S.C. Lee, it is a catastrophic collision of modern military doctrine and archaic magical brutality. Manifest Fantasy, the inaugural movement of this series, is a sledgehammer of a debut, a visceral, unapologetic plunge into the logistical nightmare of a modern superpower accidentally tethered to a realm of gods, monsters, and medieval stagnation. This isn't a story of chosen heroes finding inner strength. It is a rapid-fire, deeply intense analysis of the brutal, crushing reality that when you bring drone strikes to a sword fight, the concept of heroism is permanently incinerated. Lee hooks his audience instantly by constructing a high-stakes, hyper-focused trap. An entire modern military detachment is shunted into a magical world, forced to defend their technological integrity against a global power structure that views them as an existential threat to be erased. The narrative center zeroes in on the raw, unfiltered friction between modern geopolitical pragmatism and the whimsical, often sadistic logic of high fantasy. As the military unit attempts to establish a secure perimeter, they realize that their primary enemy isn't the local warlords or the fire-breathing fauna. It is the systemic, god-level bureaucracy of this new reality that refuses to let an outside variable disrupt its status quo. The investigation into their own displacement quickly escalates into a dangerous, high-stakes tactical chess match as they discover that the very laws of physics in this new world are being manipulated to nullify their technology. Forced to juggle the logistical nightmare of dwindling ammunition and fuel, the constant suffocating threat of reality-warping magical strikes, and the mounting, undeniable moral weight of enforcing order on a population that doesn't understand their power, they must synthesize a new way of existing, one built on tactical adaptability, uncompromising force, and an unyielding, purely human refusal to be assimilated by a world that fears them. Lee's writing style is unapologetically methodical, machine gun fast, and saturated with an intense, authentic blend of military-grade jargon, dry, cynical tactical humor, and high-stakes environmental dread. He builds exceptional tension by pairing the cold, sterile procedures of a command and control operations center with the chaotic, terrifying eruption of high-intensity, reality-shattering combat. The story moves forward with a relentless, momentum-driven energy, turning routine perimeter patrols, calculated resource management, and tense, high-stakes standoffs with magical religious elites into pulse-pounding steps closer to an inevitable global conflict. The presentation thrives on this sharp, analytical focus, making every drone launch, every tactical repositioning, and every desperate last-ditch defensive maneuver feel like a high-stakes victory for human ingenuity. What makes Manifest Fantasy an exceptional entry in the Isekai canon is Lee's unparalleled ability to develop a highly compelling, logic-driven military unit whose technological edge is treated as a strategic burden rather than a cheat code. Watch as they transform their experience with counterinsurgency into a weapon, learning to navigate the chaotic politics of the magical kingdoms to outmaneuver gods who operate with absolute, terrifying precision. As the structural walls of the military supply chain begin to collapse and the true scope of the world's magical hierarchy is exposed, the pacing transforms into a breathless, heart-pounding race to maintain the shred of order they represent before their force is permanently overwhelmed. The final act is an absolute masterclass in suspense, delivering a barrage of explosive realizations, shattered perceptions, and a spectacular, jaw-dropping climax that completely leaves the reader thoroughly stunned. For fans of military thrillers demanding a brilliant, character-driven, and masterfully paced exploration of modern technology versus ancient magic, this book delivers an unforgettable shockwave.